Closing distance and fighting with a shooter is an option that should be avoided if possible. But unfortunately, past events have shown us that this will not always be an option. You're likely to face this challenge in two different scenarios. Either the shooter surprises you, or you ambush him. The following principles will apply in both cases. If fighting becomes unavoidable, remember these key points. There can be no half measures. Use as much speed and violence as you can produce against the shooter. The shooter is fully committed in his effort to kill you. You must be equally committed to his defeat. If you approach a fight half-heartedly, you will lose. If possible, use improvised weapons and maintain your assault until you are certain the attacker is no longer a threat, or you are certain you can safely disengage. Maintain your assault. Do not back off even if the shooter tries to break the engagement. If you are in contact, stay in contact until a shooter is no longer a threat. Go to the ground. The shooter loses his momentum and initiative when he is taken from his dominant firing position to a more defensive posture on the ground. There are 3 vulnerable areas you should focus on when you attack: the eyes, the throat, and the groin. Attempt to avoid the muzzle while gaining control of the weapon. Here are a few overall principles to adhere to when seeking to ambush a shooter. Be patient. Don't attack until a shooter enters your kill zone. Use the element of surprise. Turn off the lights, hide, and wait for the shooter to enter. And finally, use overwhelming force. Use speed and violence. Throw things at his face while closing the distance between you. Your objective is to gain the advantage. If you're with a group, attack the shooter from different angles while simultaneously attacking his head and legs. Be sure to continue with your attack until the shooter is fully incapacitated. This is not a fair fight. You are fighting for your life, and anything goes. Use any tactic, means, or weapon available to you to win. You may also be forced to confront the shooter alone. This may be because the shooter has suddenly come upon you within striking distance, or because you can no longer retreat. The same principles will apply. Maintain speed and violence, and don't stop until the threat is eliminated.